Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy Coding. Today we are going to discuss about overriding concept, that is method overriding in Java. In the last sessions we have discussed about overloading. So today we will see method overriding. If you are new to my channel, please care to subscribe my channel for latest updates. And let's get started. In this video we will see what is method overriding, example of method overriding, can we override static method, can we override Java main method, all these concepts in detail. So what is method overriding? If subclass has the same method as declared in the parent class, that is a child class having the same method as declared in the parent class, then it is known as method overriding. Suppose a parent class having a method display and the child class is also having a method display with the same number of parameters, then it is called as method overriding. So we will see the next point. In other words, if a subclass provides the specific implementation of the method that has been declared by one of its parent class, it is known as method overriding. The same concept. The parent class is having one method and the child class is having the same method of parent class. So that is known as method overriding. Now we will see usage of Java method overriding. Method overriding is used to provide the specific implementation of a method which is already provided by its superclass. So child class will be providing a specific implementation which is already provided by its superclass. Method overriding is used for runtime polymorphism. Runtime and compile time polymorphism we will discuss in the next lectures. Next we will move on to rules for Java method overriding. That is, the method must have the same name as in the parent class. That is, if the parent class having a method called display, the child class should be having the same method name. That is, the display should be there to perform method overriding. Then only it will be identical, right? So the same name must be there. And the next point is the method must have the same parameters as in the parent class. The method must have the same parameters as in the parent class. And the next one is example. Here you can see this is the parent class bank and it's having a get rate of interest. And we have different other banks, that is SBI, ICICI and Axis. So all these classes having a method that is get rate of interest. You can see that method is already present in the parent class bank get rate of interest float. It is defined in the parent class. So all the child classes also have the get rate of interest method. So this is an example of overriding. So in this example, the bank will provide implementation in the parent level and the specific implementation can be provided by SBI to its get rate of interest and ICICI to its get rate of interest. So all the child members can provide specific implementations. So we will see one program, that is, we have a class called vehicle and we have one method run. Inside that we are printing vehicle is running, and we have another class that is child class, that is bike2, which will extend the vehicle. That is bike2, bike is comes under vehicle, so it will extend vehicle, so extends vehicle. And we have the same method run with the same number of parameters, that is 0 parameters, and the same name, that is bike is running safely. So here we are creating the object and here we will calling the method. So this is an example of method overriding. Here you can see the same method name and parameter. Here also the same method name and parameter. So here also we have defining the method and providing implementation. Here also we are providing the implementation. So let's move on to the next topic, that is, can we override static method? This is an important interview question. The answer is no, a static method cannot be overridden, and we can prove it by using runtime polymorphism. And if you need, you can read this and we will discuss the same thing in the runtime polymorphism. So I'll move to the next one, that is, can we override Java main method? No, because the main is a static method and overloading is possible with the Java main method. Final methods cannot be overridden because if we declared one method as a final, we cannot override that corresponding method. If you don't want a method to be overridden, we declare it as final. Here you can see one example, final void show. So we cannot access that void show in the child class. So we have extended the corresponding parent class and we cannot do this. It will throw an error. Now we will see one example of method overriding from the Selenium. So here I have one package name called polymorphism. So I'm going to create a new class inside that polymorphism package. So I'll name it as page. Let me finish. Okay, so we have created one public class page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it as abstract. From there we will move to the overriding concept. So now I'll make it as abstract. It is very simple. In order to make it as a class to abstract, we have to add a keyword abstract before class. We have already discussed all these concepts in the abstract section. So I guess you all are familiar with the abstraction. So now we will declare WebDriver driver, and we will check the error. Okay, we have to import WebDriver. So I'm importing. And what is next? We have to create a constructor. So public constructor should be of the same name of class name, page. And what we need inside public page constructor, we need our WebDriver instance. So WebDriver driver. So I'm creating only one variable, I mean one parameter. So here what we will do, this dot driver is equal to driver. So after this we will create some abstract method inside this abstract class. Now we are going to create some abstract methods, that is public abstract. Abstract is required when we create abstract methods. Public abstract string get page title. So this is the syntax of abstract method. So we will check if we provide any implementation. Here you can see remove this one. Here you can see one error, that is abstract methods do not specify a method body. Yeah, that is abstract method will not have a body. That is, if a class is extending a abstract class, then all the methods in that abstract class should be implemented in the child class. So we will see that. So before going to that, I'll just remove this one. I'll put a semicolon, and we will create one more abstract class. So for creating abstract class, we just need one abstract keyword. That's it. So I'll rename it to get page header or something. Okay, so we have two abstract methods. So we will create one more class inside this package. So new class, I'll name it as base page or something. Okay, so we have created one class called base page. So what we are going to do, we have to access these things, right? So we will inherit. Inherit means we are extending. We should use the keyword extends. I guess you all are familiar with the extends as well. That is inheritance as well. Extends. Which class we are extending? Page class. So provide page. So we are getting one error under the base page class name, right? So let us check what is that error. Implicit super constructor page is undefined for default constructor. So we have to add constructor. So what we will do, we will just do this. Again we are getting one more error. So we will check what is that. The type base page must implement the inherited abstract method page dot. So we have to implement all the methods which is present in the parent class in the child class. So what we can do, we have to provide implementation for all the abstract methods. So we can click on add implemented methods. So we got two methods, that is get page title and get page header. Here you can see the to do auto generated method. So here we have to provide the code for the corresponding method. Here you can provide the implementation. So here you can see one symbol, that is @override. What is the meaning of that? The method is overridden. So in the page class, you can see we have one method called getPageTitle, and in the child class we have the same method, that is getPageTitle, same name and same number of parameters. So this is called overriding. So the method is overridden. So here you can provide the implementation whatever you want. In the next one also you can provide the implementation whatever you want. So we will do one more thing. If I change something, if I am adding one parameter here, what will happen? So it's showing the method getPageTitle of type base page must override or implement a super type method. So we cannot do in this way. We have to provide the implementation for the parent class method. So override means what? Both the classes having a method with the same name and same parameter. Here it is getPageTitle and getPageHeader. The parent class is also having getPageTitle and getPageHeader. So this is an example of overriding. So if we extend a abstract class to a child class, all the methods, that is abstract methods in the parent class, will be overridden to the child class. So all the methods will be overridden in the child class. So this is an example of overriding. I hope it's clear to all of you. If you have any queries, please comment in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching.